The auto industry is in the middle of a global reset. Trade wars are heating up, EV demand is cooling, and automakers are being forced to pivot as quickly as possible. Tariffs are inflating costs on everything from raw materials to finished cars, disrupting supply chains that took decades to build. Meanwhile, consumers are pumping the brakes on EV adoption due to high prices, weak charging networks, and vanishing subsidies. Volvo, like many others, is responding with delays, hybrid rollouts, and regional production shifts to stay competitive. But can Volvo adapt fast enough to survive the storm? Stick around and don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more. Let's dive in. Volvo, a Swedish automotive brand known for its range of vehicles, including SUVs and electric cars, is now getting hard. The sales numbers for June seems more of a gut punch. Thanks to President Trump's 25% tariffs, Volvo reported a 12% drop in global deliveries, its fourth monthly decline in a row, with just 62,858 cars sold. And there is another reason behind the fall: weak EV demand. Electric-only vehicles were down 26%, even as they still made up 22% of total deliveries. Add in plug-in hybrids and electrified models dropped 19% overall, now accounting for 44% of sales. That is not what you want to see from a company betting big on an all-electric future. Regionally, Europe was the hardest hit with a 14% slide, while the US and China slipped 7% and 3% respectively. Volvo blames trade tariffs and a cooling EV market. And to be fair, they have shown signs earlier by pulling earnings forecasts, calling 2025 a challenging transition year, and chopping thousands of white-collar jobs to stay lean. Ironically, despite the drop, Volvo's stock rose nearly 5% that day. Maybe investors are betting on Samuelson's reboot, trimming fat, delaying big bets, and aligning closer with Geely's ecosystem. But short-term pain is very real, and right now the numbers don't lie. Volvo's got a mountain to climb before more tariffs turn the game around. And Volvo is not holding back either. Volvo is not rushing into 2026, and for good reason. The automaker has officially pushed back its large-scale production plans in Slovakia to early 2027. At first glance, that might look like a setback, but in reality, it is a move to sharpen focus and regain control of its product launch calendar during a turbulent time for the car market. This is not about missed deadlines or delays in construction. Volvo is deliberately spacing out its next-generation rollouts, syncing up production with evolving demand and supply chain pressures. The decision was not just made recently either. The company has been rethinking its timeline for a while now. Under returning CEO Håkan Samuelsson, the company is clearly pivoting, cutting 3,000 jobs, scaling back spending, and reassessing model strategies. He has already hinted that plans are under review for what will actually be built at the Košice plant, without naming names. This delay reflects a larger play: stabilize, restructure, and avoid flooding the market before it is ready. In an industry where EV timing is everything, Volvo seems less interested in being first and more interested in getting it right. Pairing up with Polestar with a stealthy SUV and a shared strategy. Just as Volvo wrestles with falling sales and delayed production, its electric sibling Polestar steps onto the scene with a teaser for something big: the Polestar 7. This premium compact crossover is set to debut in 2028 and will be built at the same Slovak plant as Volvo's still mysterious next-gen EV. It's a clear sign that the Košice factory is being positioned as a high-stakes launchpad for Geely's European EV strategy. Polestar is not revealing much, but what we do know packs some intrigue. The 7 will share core technology with Volvo, including next-gen cell-to-body battery tech and in-house e-motors. That means fewer costs and faster rollout, but Polestar insists it'll still bring its trademark performance and feel to the table. CEO Michael Lohscheller called the partnership a unique opportunity to strengthen their European presence and keep things cost-efficient. Volvo, on its end, confirmed the Polestar 7 will follow a new, unannounced EV of its own, likely based on the same SPA3 platform as the upcoming EX60. That Volvo will arrive first, likely in 2027. The chessboard is being set: shared components, separate identities, and $1 billion factory in Slovakia holding it all together. Volvo's relationship with the US is not just long, it is deep. After nearly 70 years in the American market, the brand recently crossed a milestone: 5 million cars sold. In 2024 alone, Volvo moved over 127,000 vehicles in the US, making it one of the company's biggest and most strategic markets worldwide. But by February 2025, that transatlantic trade flow hit a wall, and tariffs were the wrecking ball. A fresh wave of trade tensions put Volvo's US pipeline in jeopardy. Tariffs on components, especially Chinese-made EV batteries, jumped from 7.5% to 25%. Trump-era duties on vehicles imported via Canada and Mexico resurfaced with renewed political force, threatening key Volvo supply routes. Even the company's leadership openly acknowledged that these shifting policies had thrown their trade strategy into a dilemma. CEO Jim Rowan described 2025 as a turbulent year, warning that increased tariffs and geopolitical uncertainty would force Volvo to reassess not just its shipping routes, but entire production lines. The company has already started moving some EV production out of China to Belgium to minimize exposure, a clear sign that tariff risk isn't hypothetical. For Volvo, keeping its US trade engine running smoothly now means playing defense in a volatile global game. As Volvo navigates tariffs and trade battles abroad, it's pushing forward with a more refined strategy in Southeast Asia, starting with the Philippines. On July 2nd, Volvo Philippines officially added two new plug-in hybrids to its lineup, the XC60 PHEV and the XC90 PHEV. The launch paired with the company's Being Alive safety campaign isn't just about new models. It is a statement of intent. These are not bare-bones entries. The XC60 PHEV offers up to 80 kilometers of pure electric range, pairing a 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine with an electric motor and EAWD system. It comes packed with top-shelf features: Thor's hammer, LED lights, Nordico leather-free interiors, and Volvo's full suite of driver assist systems. Globally, the XC60 has already sold over 1.5 million units. Now it's making a premium play in the Philippines. Volvo's flagship XC90 PHEV brings even more muscle. 77 kilometers of electric range, rich interior finishes, and cutting-edge safety tech. But the real story here is the brand's deeper push into social responsibility. Through its Being Alive initiative, Volvo is linking product launches with education, awareness, and action on road safety. In a market crowded with choices, that might be its smartest move yet. Volvo's path forward looks like a careful climb, not a sprint. 2025 is already shaping up to be a transition year, with the company bracing for slower EV growth, continued tariff volatility, and rising global competition. But 2026 could be the real turning point. That is when Volvo aims to hit a 7 to 8% EBIT margin, launch new models like the EX60, and start ramping up for Slovak production in 2027. What can be expected is more strategic partnerships within Geely, smarter regional production moves, and further pushes into hybrid-friendly markets like Southeast Asia. If Volvo plays it right, this pause could fuel its next big leap. In the end, let's take an overview of the details from today's video. Volvo has hit the brakes on its Slovak plant. Global sales dipped, with EV demand falling fast. US tariffs are shaking up trade routes. Polestar is stepping in with a new SUV. And Volvo is leaning hard into hybrids in Asia, blending smart tech, safety, and strategy. For Volvo, this isn't just survival, it's a reset. The question now is how well Volvo can ride out the turbulence without losing ground. And can Volvo stay ahead in this storm? Will a smart strategy be enough to survive? Comment below, hit the like and subscribe for more updates. See you in the next video.